Step back in time and revisit the cherished memories of Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., a show that brought laughter and warmth to countless households. But behind the scenes of this classic comedy lies a series of heartbreaking stories that have remained untold until now. Join us on an emotional journey as we explore the tragic deaths of the 27 beloved cast members who made this show iconic. From sudden, shocking accidents to long, courageous battles against illness, the fates of these actors are as poignant as they are unexpected. In this deep dive, we honor their lives and legacies, shedding light on the real-life challenges they faced after the cameras stopped rolling. This is more than just a tribute. It's a powerful reminder of the fleeting nature of fame and the human stories behind the smiles we remember so fondly. Forrest Compton played the role of Colonel Edward Gray in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Colonel Gray was the stern but fair battalion commander who often had to deal with the antics of Sergeant Carter and Private Pyle. His character was known for his authoritative presence and his ability to maintain order and discipline within the ranks. Compton's portrayal of Colonel Gray was marked by his strong screen presence and his ability to convey both authority and compassion. Forrest Compton was born on September 15, 1925, in Reading, Pennsylvania. After serving in the U.S. Army during World War II, he attended Swarthmore College and later earned a Master of Fine Arts degree from the Yale School of Drama. Compton's career spanned several decades, with notable roles in television shows such as The Edge of Night, where he played attorney Mike Carr, and guest appearances on The Twilight Zone, 77 Sunset Strip, and Hogan's Heroes. In his later years, Forrest Compton retired to Shelter Island, New York, where he lived a quiet life with his wife, Jean Sementini. Tragically, Compton passed away on April 4, 2020, at the age of 94, due to complications from COVID-19. His death was a significant loss to the acting community, as he was remembered for his distinguished career and his contributions to both television and theater. Compton's legacy lives on through his memorable performances and the impact he had on audiences and colleagues alike. William Christopher played the role of Private Lester Hummel in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Private Hummel was one of Gomer's fellow Marines, known for his kind-hearted nature and his ability to get along with everyone in the platoon. Christopher's portrayal of Hummel was marked by his gentle demeanor and his ability to bring a sense of warmth and camaraderie to the show. Private Hummel's character was often involved in the various comedic situations that arose in the platoon, adding to the show's charm and humor. William Christopher was born on October 20, 1932, in Evanston, Illinois. He attended Wesleyan University, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in drama. Christopher's career spanned several decades, and he was best known for his role as Father Mulcahy on the television series MAS*H. His portrayal of the kind-hearted priest earned him widespread recognition and acclaim. He was diagnosed with small cell lung cancer, which ultimately led to his passing on December 31, 2016, at the age of 84. Christopher spent his final days at his home in Pasadena, California, surrounded by his family. Despite his illness, he remained active in the entertainment industry until his health no longer allowed it. Christopher's death was a loss to the entertainment industry, but he left behind a legacy of memorable performances and a reputation as a dedicated and talented actor. Jim Nabors played the lovable and naive Private Gomer Pyle in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Gomer was a kind-hearted, simple-minded gas station attendant from Mayberry, North Carolina, who joined the United States Marine Corps. His innocence and good nature often led to humorous situations, especially under the stern supervision of Sergeant Vince Carter. Nabors' portrayal of Gomer Pyle was marked by his distinctive Southern drawl and catchphrases like "Shazam" and "Golly." His character's wide-eyed innocence and unwavering optimism made him a beloved figure on television. Off-screen, Jim Nabors was known for his rich baritone singing voice, which he showcased on various variety shows and in his music career. After Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. ended in 1969, Nabors continued to perform, including a long-standing tradition of singing Back Home Again in Indiana at the Indianapolis 500. In his later years, Nabors faced health challenges, including a liver transplant in 1994. Despite these issues, he remained active in the entertainment industry until his retirement. Jim Nabors passed away peacefully on November 30, 2017, at the age of 87, in his home in Honolulu, Hawaii. His death was attributed to natural causes, and he was remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike for his warmth, talent, and enduring legacy. Buck Young played the role of Sergeant Whipple in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Sergeant Whipple was a stern yet fair non-commissioned officer who often found himself in humorous situations due to the antics of Gomer Pyle and his fellow Marines. Young's portrayal of Whipple was marked by his authoritative presence and his ability to bring a sense of discipline and order to the show. Sergeant Whipple's character was known for his no-nonsense attitude and his dedication to the Marine Corps, making him a respected figure among the platoon. Buck Young was born on August 6, 1921, in Los Angeles, California. He had a long and varied career in television and film, appearing in numerous shows and movies over the decades. In addition to his role on Gomer Pyle U.S.M.C., Young was known for his appearances on The Andy Griffith Show, Gunsmoke, and Barnaby Jones. He was a versatile actor who could play both comedic and dramatic roles with equal skill. He was diagnosed with cancer, which ultimately led to his passing on February 4, 2000, at the age of 78. Young spent his final days at his home in Los Angeles, surrounded by his family. Despite his illness, he remained active in the entertainment industry until his health no longer allowed it. His battle with cancer was marked by periods of remission and relapse, and he underwent various treatments, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy. Throughout his illness, Young maintained a positive outlook and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues, demonstrating his resilience and dedication to his craft. Ted Bessel played the role of Private First Class, PFC, Frankie Lombardi in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Frankie was one of Gomer's buddies, known for his easygoing nature and sense of humor. His character added a layer of camaraderie and lightheartedness to the series, often participating in the various misadventures and comedic situations that arose in the platoon. Ted Bessel was born on March 20, 1935, in Flushing, New York. He began his career with guest appearances in soap operas and early television shows. Bessel's big break came with his role as Frankie on Gomer Pyle U.S.M.C., but he is perhaps best known for his role as Donald Hollinger on the successful Marlo Thomas television series, That Girl. His portrayal of Donald, the supportive boyfriend of the main character, earned him widespread recognition and acclaim. After That Girl, Bessel continued to work in television, both in front of and behind the camera. He directed several episodes of popular TV shows and even ventured into producing. Tragically, he passed away on October 6, 1996, at the age of 61, due to an aortic aneurysm. His sudden death was a shock to his fans and colleagues, who remembered him as a talented actor and a dedicated performer. Bessel's legacy lives on through his memorable performances and the impact he had on audiences and the television industry. Herby Fay played the role of Harry in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Harry was a minor yet memorable character, known for his comedic timing and affable nature. Fay's portrayal of Harry brought a sense of humor and lightheartedness to the show, making him a beloved character among fans. Herby Fay was born on February 2, 1899, in New York City, New York. He began his career in vaudeville, performing alongside notable comedians like Phil Silvers. Fay transitioned to television and film in the 1950s, with roles in shows like The Phil Silvers Show and The New Phil Silvers Show. He also appeared in films such as The Harder They Fall and Thoroughly Modern Millie. He was diagnosed with heart failure, which ultimately led to his passing on June 28, 1980, at the age of 81. Fay spent his final days in Las Vegas, Nevada, where he was surrounded by family and friends. His battle with heart failure was marked by periods of hospitalization and treatment, but he remained active in the entertainment industry until his health no longer allowed it. Despite his illness, Fay continued to perform and engage with his fans, demonstrating his resilience and dedication to his craft. Larry Hovis played the role of Private Larry Gottschalk in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Private Gottschalk was one of Gomer's fellow Marines, known for his easygoing nature and sense of humor. Hovis's portrayal of Larry added a layer of camaraderie and lightheartedness to the series, often participating in the various comedic situations that arose in the platoon. Larry Hovis was born on February 20, 1936, in Wapato, Washington. He began his career as a singer, performing in nightclubs and recording with Capitol Records. Hovis transitioned to acting in the early 1960s, with roles in television shows such as The Andy Griffith Show and Hogan's Heroes, where he played Sergeant Andrew Carter, a role that brought him widespread recognition. He was diagnosed with esophageal cancer, which ultimately led to his passing on September 9, 2003, at the age of 67. Hovis spent his final months at Christopher House, Hospice Austin, in Texas. Despite his illness, he remained active in the entertainment industry, teaching drama at Texas State University and continuing to perform until his health no longer allowed it. Roy Stewart played the role of Corporal Charles "Chuck" Boyle in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Corporal Boyle was the eager beaver aide to Sergeant Vince Carter, often serving as the voice of reason and a mediator between Sergeant Carter and Private Gomer Pyle. Boyle's character was known for his earnestness and dedication, often trying to keep the peace and ensure that things ran smoothly in the platoon. Stewart's portrayal of Boyle was marked by his affable demeanor and his ability to bring a sense of calm to the often chaotic situations created by Gomer's antics. Roy Stewart was born on July 17, 1927, in New York City. Before his role on Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., Stewart had a diverse career in entertainment, performing in nightclubs and theater. He appeared in Broadway musicals such as Beg, Borrow or Steal and Café Crown. After his time on Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., Stewart continued to work in television, making guest appearances on shows like Bewitched, The Golden Girls, and General Hospital. He was also a long-standing member of Theatre West and performed in local productions. He was diagnosed with cancer, which ultimately led to his passing on December 25, 2005, at the age of 78. Stewart spent his final days at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in Woodland Hills, California. Despite his illness, he remained active in the theater community and continued to perform until his health no longer allowed it. Stewart's death was a loss to the entertainment industry, but he left behind a legacy of memorable performances and a reputation as a dedicated and talented actor. Frank Sutton played the role of Sergeant Vince Carter, Gomer Pyle's tough, no-nonsense drill instructor. Sergeant Carter was often exasperated by Gomer's bumbling nature, but also showed a softer side on occasion. Sutton's portrayal of Carter was characterized by his gruff voice, commanding presence, and comedic timing. The dynamic between Carter and Pyle was a central element of the show's humor and charm. Frank Sutton's career began long before Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., with roles in various television shows and films. He was a decorated World War II veteran, having served in the U.S. Army and participated in 14 assault landings in the South Pacific. Sutton's real-life military experience lent authenticity to his portrayal of Sergeant Carter. After the show ended, Sutton continued to act in television and theater. Tragically, Frank Sutton's life was cut short when he suffered a heart attack on June 28, 1974, at the age of 50. He was in Shreveport, Louisiana, preparing for a stage performance when he collapsed. His sudden death was a shock to his fans and colleagues, who remembered him as a talented actor and a dedicated performer. Ken Lynch played the role of FBI man in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Known for his tough, no-nonsense demeanor, Lynch's character was a quintessential law enforcement officer, embodying the stern and authoritative presence that he was famous for in many of his roles. His portrayal of the FBI man added a layer of seriousness and authenticity to the show, often bringing a sense of urgency and gravity to the situations he was involved in. Ken Lynch was born on July 15, 1910, in Albany, New York. He had a prolific career in radio, film, and television, with more than 180 credits to his name. Lynch was often cast as law enforcement officers and detectives, roles that suited his commanding presence and distinctive voice. He appeared in numerous television series, including The Twilight Zone, The Andy Griffith Show, and Star Trek. His film credits included notable movies like North by Northwest and Anatomy of a Murder. He was diagnosed with a viral infection that severely impacted his health. Despite his illness, Lynch continued to work in the entertainment industry, demonstrating his dedication and passion for acting. His condition worsened over time, and he passed away on February 13, 1990, at the age of 79. Lynch spent his final days in Burbank, California, where he was surrounded by family and friends. His battle with the virus was marked by periods of hospitalization and treatment, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Alan Melvin played the role of Sergeant Charlie Hacker in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Sergeant Hacker was Sergeant Vince Carter's rival and often found himself in humorous and competitive situations with Carter. Melvin's portrayal of Hacker was marked by his comedic timing and his ability to bring a sense of rivalry and camaraderie to the show. Sergeant Hacker's character was known for his tough exterior but also had moments of vulnerability and humor that endeared him to the audience. Alan Melvin was born on February 18, 1923, in Kansas City, Missouri. He grew up in New York City and attended Columbia University, where he studied journalism. Melvin's career spanned several decades, and he was a versatile actor known for his roles in various television shows and films. In addition to Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., Melvin was well known for his roles as Sam the Butcher on The Brady Bunch and Barney Hefner on All in the Family. He also provided the voice for several animated characters, including Magilla Gorilla and Bluto in the Popeye cartoons. He was diagnosed with cancer, which ultimately led to his passing on January 17, 2008, at the age of 84. Melvin spent his final days at his home in the Brentwood section of Los Angeles, surrounded by his family. Despite his illness, he remained active in the entertainment industry until his health no longer allowed it. Melvin's death was a loss to the entertainment industry, but he left behind a legacy of memorable performances and a reputation as a dedicated and talented actor. Herb Vigran played the role of waiter in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Vigran's character was a minor yet memorable part of the series, known for his friendly demeanor and interactions with the main characters. His portrayal of the waiter added a touch of realism and warmth to the show, making him a beloved figure among fans. Herb Vigran was born on June 5, 1910, in Cincinnati, Ohio. He had a prolific career in radio, film, and television, with more than 350 television and film appearances over his 50-year career. Vigran was known for his versatility and his distinctive voice, which he lent to many radio shows alongside stars like Jack Benny, Bob Hope, and Lucille Ball. He appeared in numerous television series, including Adventures of Superman, Dragnet, The Dick Van Dyke Show, and Gunsmoke. He was diagnosed with cancer, which ultimately led to his passing on November 29, 1986, at the age of 76. Vigran spent his final days at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, where he was surrounded by family. His battle with cancer was marked by periods of treatment and hospitalization, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Roger Till played the role of Maitre D' in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Till's character was a minor yet memorable part of the series, known for his refined demeanor and interactions with the main characters. His portrayal of the maitre d' added a touch of elegance and sophistication to the show, making him a beloved figure among fans. Roger Till was born on January 5, 1909, in Paris, France. He had a long and distinguished career in film and television, often cast as a maitre d' or waiter due to his refined appearance and demeanor. Till appeared in numerous television shows, including The Andy Griffith Show, Mission Impossible, and The Rockford Files. He also had roles in films such as Topaz and Stargate. He passed away on June 28, 2002, at the age of 93, in Los Angeles, California. Till spent his final days surrounded by family and friends. His battle with age-related health issues was marked by periods of treatment and hospitalization, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Elizabeth McCrae played the role of Luann Povey in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Luann was Gomer Pyle's sweet and somewhat naive girlfriend. She hailed from Turtle Creek, North Carolina, and moved to California with dreams of a music career, despite being tone-deaf. Luann's character was known for her kind heart and unwavering support for Gomer, often getting involved in his misadventures with a cheerful and optimistic attitude. McCrae's portrayal of Luann brought warmth and charm to the series, making her a beloved character among fans. Elizabeth McCrae was born on February 22, 1936, in Columbia, South Carolina. She pursued an acting career in the late 1950s, studying under renowned acting coach Uta Hagen in New York City. McCrae's career spanned several decades, with roles in various television shows and films, including The Andy Griffith Show, General Hospital, and The Incredible Mr. Limpet. After her time on Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., she continued to work in television and film, leaving a lasting impact on the industry. She was diagnosed with cancer, which ultimately led to her passing on May 27, 2024, at the age of 88. McCrae spent her final days at the Highland House Rehabilitation and Healthcare in Fayetteville, North Carolina, where she was surrounded by family and friends. Despite her illness, She remained active in her community and continued to receive fan mail, a testament to her enduring popularity and the impact of her work. Barbara Stewart played the role of Bunny Wilson in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Bunny was the charming and supportive girlfriend of Sergeant Vince Carter. Her character brought a touch of warmth and humor to the series, often providing a softer counterbalance to Sergeant Carter's gruff demeanor. Bunny was known for her bubbly personality and her unwavering affection for Sergeant Carter, making her a beloved character among fans. Barbara Stewart was born on January 3, 1930, in Paris, Illinois. Before her role on Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., Stewart had a diverse career in entertainment, performing in nightclubs and theater. She appeared in Broadway musicals such as Beg, Borrow or Steal and Café Crown. Stewart's career spanned over 5 decades, with roles in various television shows and films, including The Andy Griffith Show, The Twilight Zone, Airplane, and Bachelor Party. She was diagnosed with cancer, which ultimately led to her passing on May 15, 2011, at the age of 81. Stewart spent her final days at a nursing home in St. George, Utah. Despite her illness, she remained active in the theater community and continued to perform until her health no longer allowed it. Stewart's death was a loss to the entertainment industry, but she left behind a legacy of memorable performances and a reputation as a dedicated and talented actress. Sid Melton played the role of Friendly Freddy in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Friendly Freddy was a recurring character known for his comedic antics and interactions with Gomer Pyle. Melton's portrayal of Friendly Freddy added a layer of humor and charm to the show, making him a beloved figure among fans. Sid Melton was born on May 22, 1917, in Brooklyn, New York. He had a long and distinguished career in television and film, appearing in numerous shows and movies over the decades. Melton was known for his roles in Make Room for Daddy, Green Acres, and The Golden Girls. He was a versatile actor who could play both comedic and dramatic roles with equal skill. He was diagnosed with pneumonia, which ultimately led to his passing on November 3, 2011, at the age of 94. Melton spent his final days in Burbank, California, where he was surrounded by family and friends. Peter Hansen played the role of Lieutenant Colonel George Van Pelt in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Lieutenant Colonel Van Pelt was a stern and disciplined officer who often interacted with Sergeant Carter and Gomer Pyle. His character was known for his authoritative presence and his ability to maintain order and discipline within the ranks. Hansen's portrayal of Van Pelt added a layer of military authenticity to the show, making him a respected figure among the platoon. Peter Hansen was born on December 5, 1921, in Oakland, California. He had a distinguished career in television and film, with notable roles in shows like General Hospital, where he played Lee Baldwin, and films such as When Worlds Collide and Branded. Hansen's career spanned several decades, and he was known for his versatility and dedication to his craft. He was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, which gradually affected his memory and cognitive abilities. Despite his illness, Hansen remained active in the entertainment industry for as long as he could, making his final appearance on General Hospital in 2004. His condition worsened over time, and he required full-time care. Hansen passed away on April 9, 2017, at the age of 95, in Santa Clarita, California. Arthur Batenides played the role of Bronson in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Bronson was a minor yet memorable character, known for his tough demeanor and interactions with the main characters. Batenides' portrayal of Bronson added a touch of grit and authenticity to the show, making him a beloved figure among fans. Arthur Batenides was born on April 9, 1923, in Tacoma, Washington. He had a long and varied career in television and film, appearing in numerous shows and movies over the decades. Batenides was known for his roles in The Twilight Zone, Star Trek, and the Police Academy series, where he played Mr. Kirkland. He passed away on January 10, 2000, at the age of 76, in Los Angeles, California. Batenides spent his final days surrounded by family and friends. His battle with illness was marked by periods of treatment and hospitalization, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Olan Soul played the role of adjuster in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Soul's character was a minor yet memorable part of the series, known for his meticulous and precise nature. The adjuster was often involved in episodes where attention to detail and a methodical approach were required, adding a layer of realism and professionalism to the show. Soul's portrayal of the adjuster was marked by his calm demeanor and his ability to bring a sense of order to the often chaotic situations in the series. Olan Soul was born on February 28, 1909, in La Harpe, Illinois. He had a prolific career in radio, film, and television, with more than 7,000 radio shows and commercials, appearances in 200 television series, and over 60 films. Soul was known for his versatility and his distinctive voice, which he lent to many animated characters, including Batman in the 1960s animated series. He was diagnosed with lung cancer, which ultimately led to his passing on February 1, 1994, at the age of 84. Soul spent his final days at his daughter's home in Corona, California, where he was surrounded by family. His battle with lung cancer was marked by periods of treatment and hospitalization, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Despite his illness, Soul's dedication to his craft and his memorable performances left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. Paul Brier played the role of bartender in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Brier's character was a minor yet memorable part of the series, known for his friendly demeanor and interactions with the main characters. His portrayal of the bartender added a touch of realism and warmth to the show, making him a beloved figure among fans. Paul Brier was born on February 21, 1910, in Manhattan, New York. He had a prolific career in film and television, appearing in nearly 220 films and numerous television shows over the course of his career. Brier was known for his versatility, often playing roles such as policemen, bartenders, and other supporting characters. His film credits included notable movies like Vertigo, Rebel Without a Cause, and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. He was diagnosed with heart disease, which ultimately led to his passing on August 30, 1985, at the age of 75. Brier spent his final days in Van Nuys, California, where he was surrounded by his family. His battle with heart disease was marked by periods of hospitalization and treatment, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Alan Dexter played the role of Second Sergeant in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Dexter's character was a minor yet memorable part of the series, known for his authoritative presence and interactions with the main characters. His portrayal of the Second Sergeant added a layer of military authenticity to the show, making him a respected figure among the platoon. Alan Dexter was born on October 21, 1918, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He had a varied career in television and film, appearing in numerous shows and movies over the decades. In addition to his role on Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., Dexter was known for his appearances on The Twilight Zone, Perry Mason, and The Untouchables. He was a versatile actor who could play both comedic and dramatic roles with equal skill. He was diagnosed with heart disease, which ultimately led to his passing on December 19, 1983, at the age of 65. Dexter spent his final days in Oxnard, California, where he was surrounded by family and friends. His battle with heart disease was marked by periods of treatment and hospitalization, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Tom Hatton played the role of Captain Murdoch in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Captain Murdoch was a recurring character known for his leadership and his interactions with Sergeant Carter and Gomer Pyle. Hatton's portrayal of Murdoch was marked by his strong screen presence and his ability to convey both authority and approachability. Captain Murdoch's character was often involved in the various comedic and dramatic situations that arose in the platoon, adding depth and complexity to the show. Tom Hatton was born on November 14, 1926, in Jamestown, North Dakota. He had a long and distinguished career in television, film, and radio. Hatton was best known as the host of KTLA's Popeye and Friends and Family Film Festival, where he introduced classic films to a new generation of viewers. He also appeared in numerous television shows and movies, including Hogan's Heroes, Get Smart, and Spies Like Us. He passed away on March 16, 2019, at the age of 92, due to natural causes. Hatton spent his final days at his home in California, surrounded by his loved ones. Despite his age, he remained active in the entertainment industry and continued to share his love of classic films with audiences until his passing. Hatton's health had been in decline for several years, and he experienced a series of health issues, including heart problems and respiratory complications. His longtime partner, Pete Menefee, and close friends provided support and care during his final years, ensuring he was comfortable and surrounded by those who loved him. Patty Reagan played the role of Adelaide in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Adelaide was a minor yet memorable character, known for her vibrant personality and interactions with the main characters. Reagan's portrayal of Adelaide added a touch of humor and charm to the show, making her a beloved figure among fans. Patty Reagan was born on February 14, 1930, in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. She had a buoyant and robust presence in television sitcoms of the 1960s and 1970s. Reagan appeared in various television shows, including The Dick Van Dyke Show, Bewitched, and Get Smart. Her comedic talent and vibrant personality made her a popular choice for roles in sitcoms. She was diagnosed with cancer, which ultimately led to her passing on June 9, 1996, at the age of 66. Reagan spent her final days in her hometown of Eau Claire, Wisconsin, surrounded by family and friends. Her battle with cancer was marked by periods of treatment and hospitalization, but she remained resilient and continued to engage with her fans and colleagues until her passing. John Lupton played the role of Captain Edwards in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Captain Edwards was a stern and disciplined officer who often interacted with Sergeant Carter and Gomer Pyle. His character was known for his authoritative presence and his ability to maintain order and discipline within the ranks. Lupton's portrayal of Captain Edwards added a layer of military authenticity to the show, making him a respected figure among the platoon. John Lupton was born on August 22, 1928, in Highland Park, Illinois. He had a distinguished career in television and film, with notable roles in shows like Broken Arrow, where he played Tom Jeffords, and Days of Our Lives, where he played Tommy Horton. Lupton's career spanned several decades, and he was known for his versatility and dedication to his craft. He was diagnosed with heart disease, which ultimately led to his passing on November 3, 1993, at the age of 65. Lupton spent his final days in Los Angeles, California, where he was surrounded by family and friends. His battle with heart disease was marked by periods of treatment and hospitalization, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Maudie Prickett played the role of bank teller in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Prickett's character was a minor yet memorable part of the series, known for her friendly demeanor and interactions with the main characters. Her portrayal of the bank teller added a touch of warmth and authenticity to the show, making her a beloved figure among fans. Maudie Prickett was born on October 25, 1914, in Portland, Oregon. She had a long and distinguished career in television and film, appearing in over 300 productions. Prickett was known for her roles as nosy neighbors, maiden ladies, prissy teachers, and busybodies. She appeared in numerous television shows, including The Andy Griffith Show, Bewitched, and Hazel. She was diagnosed with kidney disease, which led to uremic poisoning. Prickett underwent dialysis treatments and was hospitalized several times as her condition worsened. Despite her illness, she continued to work in the entertainment industry for as long as she could. Prickett passed away on April 14, 1976, at the age of 61, in Pasadena, California. Her battle with kidney disease was marked by periods of severe illness and treatment, but she remained dedicated to her craft and continued to engage with her fans and colleagues until her passing. Ray Kellogg played the role of bank guard in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Kellogg's character was a minor yet memorable part of the series, known for his stern demeanor and interactions with the main characters. His portrayal of the bank guard added a touch of realism and authority to the show, making him a beloved figure among fans. Ray Kellogg was born on November 12, 1919, in Great Bend, Pennsylvania. He had a prolific career in film and television, appearing in numerous shows and movies over the decades. Kellogg was known for his roles in The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, The Red Skelton Hour, and The FBI. He was a versatile actor who could play both comedic and dramatic roles with equal skill. He was diagnosed with cancer, which ultimately led to his passing on September 26, 1981, at the age of 61. Kellogg spent his final days in Olympia, Washington, where he was surrounded by family and friends. His battle with cancer was marked by periods of treatment and hospitalization, but he remained resilient and continued to engage with his fans and colleagues until his passing. Jerry Dexter played the role of Corporal Johnson in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. Corporal Johnson was a minor yet memorable character, known for his friendly demeanor and interactions with the main characters. Dexter's portrayal of Johnson added a touch of warmth and camaraderie to the show, making him a beloved figure among fans. Jerry Dexter was born on April 18, 1935, in San Francisco, California. He had a diverse career in radio, television, and voice acting. Dexter was known for his work in animated television series, voicing characters in shows like Josie and the Pussycats, The Adventures of Gulliver, and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. His distinctive voice and versatility made him a popular choice for various roles in animation. In June 2013, he suffered a fall in his home, resulting in severe head injuries. Despite medical intervention, his condition deteriorated, and he passed away on June 21, 2013, at the age of 78. Dexter spent his final days in Sonoma, California, surrounded by family and friends. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C., and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.